Hello. Do you remember ads like these from the mid and late 20th century? I first saw one of these ads from the art instruction schools in the 1980s while reading Boys Life magazine. Readers were encouraged to try their hand at drawing one of these characters like Tippy the Turtle, Cubby the Bear, or Patchy the Pirate. The instructions were simple. Draw your favorite in pencil at any size, except like a tracing. The prospective artist then sent off their drawing for a free professional estimate of their drawing and their artistic potential. Cash prizes of various amounts were awarded monthly, and scholarship winners were then enrolled in the Home Study Fundamentals of Art course. Maybe you'd like to try to draw one of these characters for fun in the 21st century? If so, I've included a link in the description below where you can download a reference sheet along with a border template. Don't forget to have fun and keep on drawing.
So let's take a look at Patchy the Pirate. Now what I want to do is I want to start here near the middle near my reference point, and I want to use my reference point to help me get started. Reference point is great because you know where you're supposed to be. So what I'm going to do is right here my reference point, I'm going to continue down just a little bit, about right there, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this horizontal line across to the left, which you can see will eventually represent the bottom of this pirate's nose. So I'll bring that across as you can see right there. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just quickly indicate the slant of the jaw right here. So just from this point I'll just slant downward, and I'll draw that maybe a little bit longer than I need it to be, as you can see there. Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to estimate the middle of the mouth using this jawline coming down and deciding how far apart these two horizontal lines are. And I'm thinking of a spot that's about right here. And I'll take that across also to the left, as you can see here. Once again, I've drawn that longer than I need it to be. That's okay. Alright, then I want to continue, and I want to make another estimate from this line here, continuing down my slanted line, till I think I'm going to reach the angle, or the turn of the jaw, which I think is about right here. And then as you can see, I want to take that, and I want to slant it downwards to the left, like this, as you can see here. And again, I'll draw that longer than I need it to be, just like that. Okay, back I'm going to go to my reference point, and I'm going to go up. It's basically a straight line, and I'm going to go up about, I'm thinking about this far, and what I want to do is draw across to the left again. This line here, which will represent the height of the eyes, and I'm thinking of the spot right there, and I'll take that across to the left again, like that. Okay, now at this point I could go ahead and finish off the front of the face if I wanted to, but in this case I think I'll continue, and what I'm going to do is use my drawing by comparison method, or rather I'll put it together like a puzzle. So for example, the next thing I want to do is I want to draw this circle right in here, which represents the earring that the pirate is wearing. So when I look at that, I can see that part of it is going to go right in here, like this, and it's going to go down, so it's like right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in the earring for the pirate. And I did that by comparing its position to these other facial lines that I've drawn. So here I have the shape for the earring of the pirate. Okay, next I'm going to put in the ear. So I'm going to come up from my reference point to a spot that's about right here, and I'm going to draw a slanting upwards line like this, nice and short. Okay, so that's the top of the ear. And then I can use the earring right here, and I want to notice that the ear goes just a little bit inside it, small slant right here, and then it's going to slant again upwards like that. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off this ear, and I'll draw like this, slanted, and then slanted here, and I've got the shape of his ear like that. Once again, putting that in, drawing by comparison, figuring that out, and I'm thinking something like that is about right for the ear of the pirate. Now, once I've got that ear located, I can draw this other circle over here, which represents the knot on the bandana. So it's pretty much touching this, the ear. The top of it is about straight across, a little bit lower than my reference point. I want to see how close those two circles are. And then this circle, as you can see, is just a little bit smaller than the circle for the earring. And I'll put that in right there. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and finish off the bottom of the bandana with a slanted line. About to here. And then please make sure you notice that when you draw the other side of the bandana, or the rest of it I should say, it's going to slant like this. And I'm going to bring that down with this type of slant right there. Okay. Now, here's a chance for you to get your drawing the right size compared to the border. So when I take a look at this bandana line, I want to come up from my bottom border, checking my negative space, and I'll just put a dot right there. That will position the bottom of the bandana in the exact spot that I need it to be compared to my border. Okay, then here on the other side, I'll kind of draw like this, slanting downward. Maybe about right there, and then I'll change direction and I'll draw right towards my point, and that will give me the hanging down part of the bandana. As I mentioned before, it doesn't really matter the order that you're doing these things, but it's nice to draw stuff that kind of touches or is close to things that you've already drawn so that you can draw by comparison. So in this case, the next thing I think I'll do is I'm going to sketch in this neck. Now, the neck is going to come right here. It's going to slant downward. It's going to go through my bandana. And it's going to be something about right, I'm thinking about right there for the bottom of the neck. Okay, and I'll go ahead and I'll leave that alone for a moment. Okay, now over here, it's about time for me to work on the front of the face. Now, what I want to do first is I want to draw this kind of straight line that's in this general area here. I don't want to draw the nose yet, but I'm looking at judgment for negative space, and I'm thinking of a spot. It's about right here, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a fairly straight line. Maybe there's just a little bit of a slant to it right there. Okay? And then from here, notice it's going to change direction just a little bit. It's going to slant like this. It'll come down like this here. And I'll bring that to a point about right there. And then I want to curve again, and I want to get the front of the chin, which will be about right here. Bottom of the chin, and then right into my line, as you can see right here. Okay, and that gives me kind of that front of that face. Okay, easy stuff. Let's put in the nose. Now, do you notice how the nose, the top of the nose, is just a little bit below this horizontal line? So I'll put a mark about right here. I've got the bottom of my nose. I'm going to check my negative space. Tip of the nose about right there, about that far from my border. And I'll put that in, and I'll just draw this slanted line, and I've got the shape and size of the nose for my pirate. Okay, front of mouth slanting like this, creating a triangular shape right there, and then straight down for the front of the lip, nice and short, about here, and then I'll come in like that. And this will give me the shape for the bottom of the lip. Okay, and as you can see, I've got the shape of his face. Okay, then I'm going to come up here to this horizontal line and I'm going to slant just a little bit, nice and short, about right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go from this corner to this spot, and this will create kind of this long, thin, triangular space right in here. Okay, good. Now notice I can continue that like this, and maybe to a spot right there. And then it's going to connect to this circle, which represents the knot on the bandana. So that'll be something about like this here. Once again, drawing by comparison, comparing the new thing that I'm drawing with something that I've already drawn to make sure it's correct. All right, now it's time to put in part of the hat of this pirate. Now what I want to do is I'm going to come up here to my left border. I'm going to make a judgment for negative space, and I'll put a vertical mark like that. So somewhere along this line I want the point of that hat to land. And then from my top border I'll come down, checking my negative space is probably something about right there. So if I put a dot right there, that tells me exactly where to go for the point of the hat. So I just need to draw a straight line from here to here. And so I'll just sketch that in like this. Okay, good. Now, this hat can be kind of unusual, and I'll do it kind of one piece at a time, one section at a time. I think what I want to do next is I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to draw this angle here for the back of the hat. And so I'll draw this line out like this, slanted. I'll draw that a little longer than I need it to be, somewhere out here like this. Okay, and while I'm there, I'm going to finish off this other section of my bandana. I'm going to do it like this here, and I'll bring this point down. So these 2 points are basically straight across from each other, like that. Okay, coming up, and I'll run into the hat right there. That looks about right, getting this kind of triangular shape, as you can see. Now I've noticed down here it looked kind of funny because I've forgotten to put in that neck. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I'll just come slanted, short, about right there. And then I'll just draw downwards and I'll hit the point of that neck like that. Can't forget the neck of the pirate. Okay, now coming over here, I'll check my negative space again. Here's my right border. I'll come in, and I want to be about this far away from my border. So that tells me that right here is where I want that, somewhere on this line I need this hat shape to be. Now if I compare that, I think I'm probably about right there. That looks about right to me, somewhere in this general area here. Okay, so I kind of know where I'm going, and I'm going to go ahead and draw then a slanting up line like this. Notice how close I'm getting to my border. So that means it's going to be about right there. It's going to change direction. Now I'm holding my pencil way back from the tip as I'm making this sketch. I'll bring this up about right there. Okay. Alright, finishing off the hat then. So again, I'm going to draw from here, I'm going to draw a slanted line, and I'm checking my negative space under my border, about right there. Okay, now this can be confusing to me, so I want to just keep it super light and sketchy. So I'll kind of slant down in this general area here, and then I'm going to change direction. So I'm going to kind of see how light I did that? You can barely see it. I'm going to look at that. I think it's about right here. And I'll slant like this. And then here. Now, of course, during this whole drawing, I don't want to do anything dark or permanent. When I put those lines in super light, I'm just going to go over them just a little bit darker so you can see it a little bit better on this demonstration. And I'll bring that over like that. And that'll give me the shape of that section of the hat. Okay, now there's one more thing to do, one more section of hat. So I'll check the corner of my pirate hat right here. I'm going to come up this line, and I want to be about right here. And I'm going to draw upwards a slanted line, maybe about that tall or so. And then from the point of that here, I'll come down this line, maybe this far. I'm thinking right there. Then all I need to do is just kind of connect those together like this to give me this shape here for the hat of Patchy the pirate. And when I look at this pirate here, everything looks to be about the correct proportion. Okay, so if I have my proportions and my size correct, then I am ready to go forth and continue with the details. But it's always a mistake to start detailing if your size or proportion is incorrect. So there you have it, a demonstration of Patchy the pirate.